The gentle waves of the Bali coast rolled onto the beach as I relaxed on a private terrace with a glass of expensive sake. The sweet smell of tropical flowers filled the air, and for the first time in almost 20 years, I felt completely at peace. My daughter Maya laughed happily with her fiancé as they celebrated their engagement under the beautiful sunset. It was the perfect vacation after years of non-stop work. Then my phone started vibrating. The caller was Julian, the founder's nephew. He had recently become head of agricultural operations even though he knew very little about the advanced farming systems I had spent 15 years building. I ignored the call several times before finally answering. Julian was shouting. He said the automated vertical farming system was failing and ordered me to log in immediately. He even threatened to fire me if I refused. I calmly reminded him that I was on a company-approved vacation in Bali for my daughter's engagement. I also reminded him that 2 days earlier he had removed my administrator access because he believed a younger outside company could replace me. Julian became even angrier. He accused me of sabotaging the company and officially fired me over the phone. I simply wished him good luck, turned off my phone, and slipped it into my beach bag. What Julian didn't understand was that the farming system depended on my digital authorization every 48 hours. Without it, the security system would eventually lock itself to protect the facility from what it believed was a cyber attack back at the company's massive indoor farm in Chicago. Everything was falling apart. The cooling systems stopped working. Temperatures rose quickly inside the giant hydroponic towers. Millions of dollars worth of vegetables and plants were slowly dying. The junior intern, Leo, was terrified. The outside technicians had no idea how the system really worked. They tried restarting the computers, but nothing happened because years earlier I had separated the hardware controls from the normal software network to prevent outside interference. Julian watched helplessly as the financial losses increased every minute. He ordered employees to find the engineering manuals, only to discover that he had personally approved destroying the old documentation to save storage space. The only complete backup was stored safely in another state. When the technicians searched for my emergency instructions, they found only a folder filled with funny internet memes that I had placed there long ago. One image of a smiling actor holding a boiled egg appeared on every screen, making the situation even more embarrassing. Meanwhile, I quietly opened my personal laptop on the peaceful terrace in Bali. Years earlier, I had installed an independent monitoring system that allowed me to watch the farm's condition without using the company's network. I saw the temperature climb past 100 degrees. I wasn't happy that the crops were dying, but I also felt no guilt. For 15 years, I had given up holidays, weekends, and sleep to keep the facility running while management treated me like I was easily replaceable. I enjoyed a plate of fresh tropical fruit while watching the numbers rise. Then another surprise appeared inside the company. A pre-recorded message I had prepared months earlier suddenly appeared on every screen. In the video, I calmly explained that the facility had only 15 minutes before the emergency fire protection system released gas that would permanently shut down the servers unless my biometric security key was present. The news quickly reached Arthur Vance, the company's founder, who was relaxing on his luxury yacht in the Mediterranean. When Arthur learned that his own nephew had fired the only engineer capable of saving the company, he became furious. Instead of calling Julian, Arthur sent me a direct message asking what it would take for me to return. I waited several minutes before replying. When we finally spoke, I made my conditions very clear. I would never return as a regular employee. Instead, I wanted an independent consulting contract worth $500 an hour, a full year's retainer paid in advance, and complete professional respect. Julian had to lose all operational authority and provide a signed written apology admitting his mistakes. Arthur agreed immediately. Within minutes, $200,000 appeared in my bank account. Only then did I insert my encrypted security key into my laptop and establish a secure connection with the farm. One command was all it took. The cooling systems restarted with a powerful roar. Temperatures dropped rapidly, and the entire farming operation stabilized just minutes before the emergency shutdown would have destroyed everything. I closed my laptop, looked at my smiling daughter, and enjoyed the rest of her engagement celebration. My life as an underappreciated employee was over. A much better future had just begun. The changes inside the company happened almost immediately. Julian lost his executive position and was transferred to a remote warehouse job far away from headquarters. The outside technology company was fired for failing to solve the crisis. Leo, the young intern who had remained calm and eager to learn, was promoted to junior operations manager and began working directly with me. 2 weeks later, after finishing my vacation, I returned to headquarters. Everything had changed. I was welcomed with respect instead of being ignored. I was given a large corner office overlooking the city, and every important technical decision now required my approval. On my new desk sat a framed copy of Julian's signed apology beside a fresh cup of premium coffee. For the first time in my career, my experience was no longer taken for granted. I had earned the respect, freedom, and success that should have been mine all along.